Hello, my name is Ebony Griffin, and I am a therapist and the founder of Refocus Together Counseling Services. I would like to come on and talk to you a little bit about a celebrity by the name of Amanda Bynes. She was a very popular actress, comedic actress in the late 1990s and early 2000s. She's now, or at least last week, she was placed on a mental health hold at the hospital, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But she was placed on this mental health hold, and she's actually had some issues since 2013 with her mental health. Now, I kind of want to compare her life story a little bit to a Britney Spears. Britney Spears, too, was a child actress as Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes was on Nickelodeon, Britney Spears on the Disney Channel. But they have some similarities in the sense of both being child actresses, both having some issues with their mental health, and then they both had family members to come in and to be conservatives over their finances because of their mental health. And so that is the situation that has occurred since 2013 for Amanda Bynes. I believe her mother has been the conservator of her finances due to her mental health status. So she's placed on this psychiatric mental hold right now. If she's not still there, this of course happened last week. And I also want to add that there's another child actress by the name of Orlando Brown who has also been having some ups and downs in regards to mental health. And so I want to go into the fact that being a child actor can be very traumatic, although it's rewarding for them. It can be very traumatic. And in the case of Amanda Bynes, I'm under the impression, because she was a comedic actress, very good at what she did, that her being so young in the different roles that she played. On one show, she may have 5 or 6 different roles. And I'm under the impression that having all of those roles, playing those characters, going deep into those characters at such a young age may have caused an issue with her transition into adulthood from a mental health perspective. And so while some actors might feel like, hey, I can do this, there is no problem with me going in and out of character, it does not faze me, others may have an issue. And I believe, especially if you're starting off at a younger age, because there is so much pressure to get it right, there is so much pressure on yourself to do well and to be successful. And then when you get the success, being able to translate that over into adulthood, I think may have been an issue for her. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that 5150 or that mental health hole. What that is, if you don't know, if someone is experiencing some mental health challenges, in many cases it may look like there may be a threat of suicide, homicide from a person. There might be a psychotic break. There might be issues with just the being able to calm them down, or maybe the person is in a catatonic state. For things like that, and there's many more, but for things like that, if emergency is called, the hospital will place you on a psychiatric hold, or a 5150 is what they call it. And what that entails is it's a 72-hour hold. Well, they will keep the person there for 72 hours, possibly more if it does need to be extended. What happens during that time is they will evaluate you. They will provide you with medications if needed. You will, of course, when you're receiving those medications, receive psychiatric care. And it is a safety zone for you to be able to kind of calm things down mentally and figure out what your next steps will be. There's also a recommendation for what are other outpatient resources. So the hospital at that time, during those 72 hours, is a really good source to be able to kind of allow you to step back, gain some safety, and then point you in the right direction afterwards if the time frame is not extended. So in the case of Amanda Bynes, I'm not sure if she's still there because it happened last week. Again, I do believe that her being able to transition from a young child into adulthood may have been difficult for her. But I do want to pray for her mental health. I pray that any mind controlling spirits that are attached to her are removed. I pray for her to have clarity in her thoughts. I pray that she will be connected to the right therapist, mental health therapist, and the resources that would allow her to be able to express herself, express what her needs are, so that she can get on the right foot and also do the things that God has assigned her to do. Again, I didn't watch much of her on Nickelodeon during that time because that was well after my time, as a child. But I do have a sense of this type of thing happens a lot with child actors, just being able to transition. Sometimes there's substance abuse and all type of difficulties that they go through, and I don't know that they get the care and the attention that they need. So I pray for her to be able to get that attention. She does also have family members, I believe her mom and other family members, that are very supportive of her, and that is always a great thing. So again, I hope for the best for Amanda Bynes. My name is Ebony Griffin. I am a counselor at Refocus Together Counseling. Thank you so much for listening, and join me next time as we refocus the lens together.